Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. Welcome, everybody.
Well, it is February.
It feels like forever. I actually was just sitting here thinking that it's been forever since we've done a live stream, or that I've drank whiskey, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, for you, it's been a minute. Julie's been in Florida, and it's actually warmer here than it is in Florida.
It is warmer here.
We're in Central Oregon. It was 70 today. We had all the windows open. Julie went for a run in shorts, in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yes.
A sleeveless shirt, actually.
I know. It's all perfectly normal.
Hot in the sun.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Yeah. So we both went for a run today. We've been getting our exercise. You've been on a trip. I think we need to have something to drink. I'm exhausted. I feel like we earned something.
I know. But thank you for coming. Again, it does feel like it's been a while since we've done one of these.
Yeah. Well, like Julie said, thank you so much for coming. And this week, we weren't really sure what we were going to drink. We didn't have a ton of ideas, but we have a lot of unopened bottles. So we reached out to our, just get rid of the, block that guy there. So we ran into, we reached out to our patrons and said, let us know what you'd like to see us open. And we gave them a poll, and the bottles that won tonight are Rock Hill Farms here, the 100 proofer from Mash Bill 2 from Buffalo Trace. Four Roses, the single barrel strength. This is the Oregon pick. It's OBSK, which I don't believe is a yeast strain we've ever tried before. And Elijah Craig Barrel Proof batch A122. So you know I'm excited.
Yeah, and we're getting right into, I mean, like, I'm going from 0 to 100 here.
You can't wait.
Yeah,
it's time to pop some corks.
I know.
Let's get right to it because I'm thirsty.
I know, and I was with family over the last week, and not bourbon drinkers, wine drinkers. So I'm doing a 180 here.
And I spent my entire week by myself with a bourbon drinker.
Yeah. So Rock Hill Farms.
Rock Hill Farms, Mash Bill 2, Buffalo Trace. Pop that cork.
I'm excited about it, but can I mention the ridiculousness of the cork?
I'm a little nervous about that cork. I'm a little nervous about that giant piece of glass coming out of there hot.
Well, I kind of assumed it was plastic. It is plastic.
Is it?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
I'm going to say if it's glass, it's a little shoddy. It's not real clear in there.
It's not the most, yeah, well, it's not crystal.
Yeah. Well,
you get what you pay for.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
And then we'll start saying hi to some people.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Hey.
It was loud. It had a little, a nice little...
Nice tone, nice pitch.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that cork. That is proper right there.
It is a ridiculous looking cork. That's my first thing. What?
If that's glass, it's hollow. Well, I don't know.
Should we throw it against a window? Just kidding.
Well, all right. What Julie's going to go ahead and start pouring these. We're going to pour all of these to begin, and we're going to go from lowest proof to highest proof for drinking. And I will start saying hello to some people here. So proof-wise, this one here, the Rock Hill Farms, it is 100 proof. That's the one we'll start with. Once they're all poured, of course, we'll get on to the tasting.
Look at me even like measuring so we don't go completely off the rails.
The next two are close to 120 proof. One of them is 20 proof. The other one is 55.8.
I will say this is a nice bottle to hold. Like with the curvatures of it.
I do like the shape of the bottle.
And it's like it's easy to grip, I guess.
Sure.
Or something. I don't know.
Hey, you can say that.
Easy to pour.
I'm okay with that. That's just fine. Ethan Turk, how you doing?
Hey,
Wendell Wilson, welcome. Bill and Wendy Becker, look at you guys hanging out already.
Howdy-ho.
Mike Myers here. Zach DL, what's up, Zach? Ruby Hart, 921, cheers, good to see you. Russ D, there he is. Russ, I owe you a message back. I haven't forgotten. It was just a busy day. Joe from Ohio, look at this. ECBPC 920 something, 21, 20. Let us know. Jeff Perkins is here. Welcome, Jeff. Good to see you. 80 in Northern California. Yeah, it's crazy out here. It's crazy. There's things budding. Like my allergies are going crazy.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And ironically, like 3 weeks ago, there was a foot of snow on the ground. So we're really going the scope here. Oh, that's right. You want me to keep pouring and keep breathing.
Popping. Yeah. I'm gonna put this one up here for now. And these are in our bonus glasses. I'm writing it down so I don't forget what's in each glass.
Yeah. Well, this is new, right? Like this little leather strap, or
No,
is that
it's
always
on all.
on it?
It's on all those single barrels.
Well, never mind, guys.
All right, so that's Rock Hill Farms. Let's see who else is on here tonight.
Wait, quiet in the house.
Another decent pop right there.
Decent. I liked the other one better. I liked
shabby.
the tonality of the other one.
We'll talk more about this, but this particular yeast strain, and there were 2 Oregon picks this year. I forget what the second one was, but this is the OBSK, rich in spiciness and full body. I believe the other one had a mint on it, OBSF maybe. May
I have your glass, by the way?
Oh yeah. Which one are you doing, logo?
Yes.
Peach Coke, if you're here, let us know what that other yeast strain was. I know you know. Mike Meyer says, I love the I'm Down with OGD t-shirt. That is Patreon exclusive. If you're a Patreon,
oh,
get you one. Norman?
Cat's jumping all over.
He's acting a fool today because he wants to be fed, even though there's food in his dish. He's an old cat, and we're not sure.
We think he's
going to help himself to some of Mom's water.
Oh, we think he might be going slightly blind, or he's just extremely lazy. One or the others.
David Miller says, I just moved from Oregon to Texas.
Everyone's moving to Texas, David.
From where to where, if you don't mind sharing, because I'm really curious about it. I'd like to spend a lot more time in Texas. Bill wants to know what everybody's drinking. He's having some 2005 Foursquare single blended rum. This is the Rum Pontoon. Yeah, welcome to the Rum Pontoon. You're here. You're in the right place.
Oh, and Foursquare is
we love
dynamite.
We like Foursquare. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got? That's the 4 roses in the logo glass.
I'm just going to put them off to the side here as not to...
And guys, we were really excited expecting the new glasses to show up. We've got 2 new designs that are going to be in the shop real soon. It does weather delayed the glasses in Wyoming, apparently. So next time.
They're not having the sunshine we're having, apparently.
Country's Drink says he's popping a fresh bottle 1792 single barrel. That's my favorite 1792, I think. That's my favorite iteration. We've tried all of them. And I like the 1792 full proof, but single barrels have been really satisfying. Matt H got himself a little Lost Monarch. Very nice. Russ D.
Did we finish that one? I think we did finish the Lost Monarch.
Yeah, put that one down. Well, I got to the point where there was
I know.
Just a little bit left.
Right, like we always say, you gotta take it for the team, right?
Yeah. Russ D with a Virgil Cane Ribbon Rail Rye on the menu tonight. That's fun to say.
Very.
Joe Knott, C920. There you go. Zach DL got himself a Japanese whiskey tonight, right? I'm not wrong on that.
I feel like Elijah Craig's got a good shtick going. Like, keep releasing, I'm just looking at our shelf up there, and there's an awful lot of ABCs and then 19s, 20s, and 21s up there.
Well, these are just the ones that are currently surviving. There are backups of a few out there. All right. Do we want to pop? Let's pop the next one here.
Sure.
Might as well get them all poured. We got a couple of challenge coins to put on top of them. The reason we're pouring all of them right now is because some of these are nice and high proof, and especially Elijah Craig Barrel Proof pouring off the neck. What we've found is that you can let it sit for about 35, 45 minutes before you get to it. It's a little bit less brutally astringent. Not that it's not drinkable right off the neck, but a little oxygen goes a long ways.
May I have your other glass?
Yes.
So many glasses.
Hey, we're doing great.
So much time.
I guess I can fill this out too. So that's the ECBP. Go ahead.
Well, that's the worst of the bunch.
Worst of the bunch?
Yeah.
Come on,
we kind of
Craig.
it just, oh well.
Man.
They've got nothing to prove,
we started off on a real high note, so that'll happen. I
don't want to mix anything up.
All right, who else have we got here? I forgot I had a mouse here. Paul Lee, great day in Long Beach, Washington. Yeah, get on in here. Let's have a sip.
Oh boy, the cat's about to make a jump for it.
No. Don't let him do that. That's crazy.
Woo!
Our Burns is here. Cheers. Do you guys drink Irish whiskey? Well,
it's almost that time.
Yeah. We like Slane, actually. That's the one that we keep on the shelf. But
it just tastes like candy. It's just so easy.
I like a whiskey back at a bar, an Irish whiskey back, Jameson, Patty, pretty much whatever you have. I never had a Irish whiskey I didn't like, I don't think.
We did say we were going to try some new stuff this year. Gosh, I can't believe it's right around the corner now.
David moved from Fall Creek, Oregon to Kerrville, Texas. That sounds great.
Oh, that sounds great.
I don't know where Kerrville is, but I'd like to learn more. I'm always interested in where people are going out there.
Or what was the Oregon part?
Fall Creek.
Yeah, I don't know where that is either. That's all right. Well, I'll look it up.
Eric C's here having session pours of Four Roses single barrel tonight.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's a really great idea. Henry McKenna bottled and bond for Old Man Crypto. I like the look of that. Should we do the nose, have a sip here? We're going to get into this Rock Hill Farms right off the bat. Let's get into it.
Yeah. I'm excited, guys.
Well, it smells like mash bill 2 stuff. It does smell great.
I just realized I said that I haven't, well, I actually haven't drinking a lot of bourbon or whiskey, but I did have a Buffalo Trace last night. It was so nice outside. I can't believe it. I mean, it's February. There's supposed to be like 3 feet of snow on the ground. And I was outside with no jacket and we had a fire.
Yeah, it was beautiful out. So. Well, this is great.
I'm not going to complain because, I'm not a big winter person, but
no.
Just feels a little bizarre. Yeah. Cheers.
Oaky, vanilla.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Sugary, cherry. Nice sweet cherry there. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Mm. 100 proof on the nose, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, gosh.
Gets better and better while you sit with it.
That's really nice. The
oak is good there.
Yeah, there is a good oak note. Oak presence.
Oak presence, indeed. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put my challenge coin.
Nice creamy vanilla.
On the ECBP. By the way, new challenge coins have been ordered.
Yeah, do you want to talk about them?
Not really.
Oh.
They'll be here soon.
I love it.
Ruby Hard Drinking Buffalo Trace, surprise, surprise. David Miller with a Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. The 7-year, I'm guessing. That's we haven't gotten into ours yet. We can't get it here, so we're taking our sweet time with it. Patrick Hughes here. Where's the intern? Thought you were going to give him one more chance. Maybe. Oh. We actually have we have a volunteer for an internship. I haven't told you that yet, but there's somebody would like to be the Bourbon Man intern.
Is this a legit thing?
Yeah.
Oh, not saying that Jimmy's not legit, but that's this is the first I'm hearing about it because I have been gone.
You've been gone. Yeah. Tom's here. He's having a single malt cask strength port finished old line.
I like this.
I do too.
What is give me the stats on it because you're my stats guy.
I mean, it's
how much does it cost? Which is basically all I care about.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
Rock Hill Farms. We got this bottle. 100. It's 100 proof. 8 years aged, most likely from Buffalo Trace Mash Bill 2. We got it for $55. Mash Bill 2, by the way, from Buffalo Trace is their higher rye mash bill, about 12 to 15% rye in that mash bill. There is a rye spice here. You get it on the finish.
It's got a very pleasant nose, sugary. You're right. It's like a sweet cherry or something.
Yeah.
Which I'm always like, Buffalo Trace, it should be more strawberry, but it is like almost like a sweet cherry there.
I get a lot of strawberry on Mash Bill 1 stuff, specifically Taylor more than anything else. This is nice though because there's a kind of musty oak. You can tell that this has been pretty well aged. That makes a big difference. It gives it a lot of character.
It does have a hint of wryness to it, right? So I think it's maybe the spices that are mixed in there. It makes sense that it's a high rye mash bill.
Yeah. This is great. Ethan's got himself an A122 tonight. Well done. Wendell Wilson's got a new Riff store pick and a Fusion number 3. That's a nice combo right there, Wendell. Canadian Chris. Since you're the rum man, I'm drinking Pike Creek 10-year finished in rum barrels.
Nice.
Well done.
Hey, I like that people watch them. It's good to know that people are watching the videos.
Yeah, absolutely. That Monday video.
All the way to the end too, because that was the ending.
Every time we do a video where we don't want to give away what the ending is, where we don't want to give away what we're actually drinking until we know for sure at the end of the video, there's no way to do SEO for that. So you never know if they're going to get watched or not.
Right.
Well, that one worked out pretty well. Everybody seemed to like it. So thanks everybody for watching that.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, I remember recording it thinking, this is either going to be a disaster of a video or it's going to be hilarious. And I laughed even though I knew what happened. So I think that's a win.
So we're talking about Monday's video. If you haven't seen it yet,
I'm an easy laugher though. So
somebody sent us a blind flight, and we actually were just going to release it for Patreons because we didn't know if it was going to be any good. But then by the time I was done editing it, like my face hurt because I was laughing throughout the editing process, and I was like, well, that's going to be good. I have to share that.
Yeah.
David says it's outside of Eugene.
Oh, perfect. Nice.
Holden Kirkwood's here.
Yeah.
Oregonian, right? If I recall correctly. Which pour are you on? We are on Rock Hill Farms. We're just getting started tonight.
Feels like we're just getting started, but I've already drank most of mine down. It was good.
John's here. Cheers, John. Haven't seen you in a while. Probably because we haven't done this in a while.
I know.
And David's got the 7-year bottled and bond from Heaven Hill. That is the one that we're eager to open. That was on the list of things to open tonight. It was finished out of the running.
Well, there'll be more runnings.
Boy, Wendy and Bill. Highland Park cask strength and Old 55 100% sweet corn. They did the Final Four of Indiana Chamber of Commerce's coolest things made in Indiana tournament. Nice. Hey, that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
So you're all over the place with those two.
Yeah.
But the Old 55, we almost bought that 100% sweet corn bottle, but we had already spent so much at Lake Liquors in Indiana that we couldn't bring ourselves to pull the trigger on it. And when I say we, I thought, if I bring this home.
No, well, maybe. Yeah.
Dave Jones is here. Cheers, Dave. How are you? Good to see you. Boy, everybody's got a wide array of things going on tonight.
I love it.
Russ says he didn't realize there was an internship open. Now we just have local people volunteering to pitch in. And actually, we're going to take them up on it. I think in some respects, at least, one of the things that I'd like to do is blind flights of various proof points. So like, I would love for somebody to pick out 4 bottles ranging from under $30 all the way up to $100 at 100 proof point.
Yeah.
Pour them so that we have no idea what they are.
And we haven't seen the bottles,
and
right?
Haven't seen the bottle, anything.
Yeah.
And then do a proper tasting of it. I'm looking forward to like that kind of blind tasting. And that's actually how I want to do the Advent tournament this year.
She's talking about it already.
This is a great idea. So that we don't even know what bottles are in it.
Yeah.
We'll have all the bottles. We'll choose the bottles just so we aren't putting insane things in it. But then somebody else, possibly our intern, will put them all into 2-ounce bottles for us, and we'll know what the bottle, what the matchups are going to be. We'll get everything scheduled, but we won't know which matchup we're on from round to round to make it as blind as possible.
I just like to note that a lot of talk of this intern, and I feel like it's very poignant that you waited to bring it up till we were on live TV. But
it's literally a person you know who would come and spend like 3 minutes here.
It is funny.
Thank you, R. Burns. That's nice of you. It's what's not to like.
I do love spirits.
Yeah,
all spirits. That's funny.
Jeff says Rock Hill Farms was the first fancy bourbon he ever purchased and really appreciated. Local store used to have them all the time at $40. $40, this would be a fantastic deal. At 55, I got to be honest, it's cheaper than Blanton's here. I would definitely buy this.
I like it.
Blanton's. And this is literally the only time I've never seen that bottle in real life until I got it at the store a couple weeks ago.
It's a real nice sip. The flavors are wonderful. I like the nose on it. I don't think the finish on this is very extraordinary. Like, there's nothing extraordinary about the finish, right? It's that's definitely not the selling point of this one. I really like the palate, that oakiness that comes through. There's just a nice hint of spice, like just a different spice mix in there. Nice. That gives it a little heat. That 100 proof point is just, especially for the first one of the day, like it is just right where it needs to be.
Totally.
I feel happy and excited. And
this was a
delicious.
Great way to start tonight. Yeah. It is very good. And you're right about that spice note.
Yeah.
It's perfectly balanced with the sweetness. This is a bottle that I want to do a comparison. We've done a mash bill 2 comparison before, but it was just Elmer T. Lee and Blanton's because at the time that's all we had.
Right.
What I'd like to do is take Elmer T. Lee, Rock Hill Farms, and then we have a Blanton's single barrel store pick.
Yeah.
And then I want to pick a Blanton's that comes, I believe they put the floors on the Blanton's where it came from. Pick one from a totally different floor and blind all 4 of them against one another. Because that's like the type of thing that I don't have a dog in that hunt. I'm just curious to know, how different are they?
I think that's the most fun. Like if you really, when you don't really, I'm not saying you don't care, but like when you really don't care, like you don't have a vast opinion one way or the other, it's always the most fun to find out what you find out about them.
Completely. Yeah.
I also want to note that I took a sip of this and there's a lovely creaminess. I'm telling you, that palate is where this drink shines. There's a lovely vanilla creaminess, almost like one of those chocolate the chocolate candies and you bite in, it's got the white cream inside. It's delicious.
We've actually had a lot of whiskey lately that has more of like a salted butter creaminess to it, where you get that sort of thing, almost like butter melting into your oatmeal, sort of thing. This is that without the salt.
Yeah.
It is. You're right. It's a lovely creaminess, sweet, like those creamy white insides of those chocolates. No, it's Valentine's Day. Buy your sweetie Rock Hill Farms. They'll thank you.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Come on. All right.
Oh, Valentine's Day. Forgot all about that.
Got cat fur.
I was trying not to pet.
cat all of a sudden.
I was trying not to pet him too much because he seems extra like
fluffy.
Because
it's because it's 70 degrees.
I know. I think it was like he got his winter fur, and now we've had the windows open for a week, and then now he's losing all his fur, and then that'll make for some interesting snuggles come when it's March and it's 12 degrees again.
Sleep with a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Our Burns is going to New Riff Distillery for a tour on Sunday.
Oh, fun!
That sounds great.
I want to do more distillery tours.
Holden Kirkwood, you're up in Portland. That's great. Yeah, lived there for a while. John Perkle's got a chance at the Rock Hill Farms. I got to be honest. If you can get it for a reasonable price, 55 seems reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Especially when Blanton's is 65 here. I'd take this all day.
I know it's good. That cork's a problem for me. Just kidding. It's fine. It tastes delicious.
Show the people the cork one more time. Oh, here it is.
So it's behind there.
Yeah. Before we wrap up on this one,
it's just silly. Like I feel like they were just trying to be like whatever, just like funny. Like, oh, we're out of corks. Let's just put this one in or something.
Yeah, like Ruby said, let's put a doorknob in it.
Yeah, let's put a doorknob in it. Exactly. It stands out.
Yeah.
What if it was like? See, they should have made it the party bourbon, and they could have put, how lights are inside, and then it just kind of like technos out.
I think we need to get on to the next bourbon.
Oh, it's been a while.
Ruby enjoyed Monday's video. Thank you very much, Ruby. It was funny. I thought it was great. If I say so myself, I'm very proud of us.
All I do is the drinking and the laughing. You do all the extra work.
Honestly, that pretty much made the video for me.
Oh, sorry. Ooh, I see an Alberta Premium in there.
So this is an appropriate name for this one. Show Me the Proof said they got a Booker's 2016.
Nice.
Yeah, that you'll find some proof there.
Mm-hmm.
Alberta Premium cask strength tonight for John. Well done.
Delicious. Love it, love it, love it.
Russ says he'd spend at least 3 minutes minimum with just Norman. Of course. Chris has got himself some Lee W. Sinclair. I was just drinking that last night around the fire. It is really, really good whiskey.
So whenever we pour something that we don't see, we, of course, we don't Five Sip Friday it, but we're always trying to guess what the other one is drinking. And I guessed yours on I have to ask for hints because I would never just get it.
But you got there.
But like on the third try, I thought that was pretty good.
And I got your distillery right yesterday.
You did, yes.
So
yeah.
We're Five Sip Fridaying ourselves. Yeah. I got the proof right and I got the distillery right.
Yeah. You gotta practice up.
That's right.
It's on its way back.
Chris Kinney, thank you so much. Cheers to you.
Thank you.
Troy and Lisa are here. Troy, welcome. What are you guys drinking on tonight?
Yeah,
thanks a lot. Thank you so much. Whiskey Burger's here. Cheers to you. Are you done with your first glass?
Always.
I thought I beat you.
I have a little left, so I think that actually you beat me versus the usual, but it's delicious.
Yeah, quite good. I thought that was quite good.
But I know you're excited to get to the number 3 already, so we're gonna
go.
hustle through. He's been talking about it forever.
All right. Here we go.
All right. I did that. It's good. I like the cinnamoniness about it.
That's a great, yeah. That's really nice spice
Won't
there.
drink it. The cork feels important. The bottle, I mean, it's not, but I'm a big bottle design. I like the cork pop doesn't matter. It just makes it disappointing when you open it, right?
I like that cork design, actually, the topper design. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm just talking about in general.
Oh, okay.
Like the Seinfeld level complaint. Won't drink it, don't like the cork.
That is a Seinfeld level complaint.
Yeah.
DK's here. How's it going, Doug?
Hey.
Penelope Bourbon, Barrel Strength Batch 9. Yeah,
Nice.
we like Penelope. Keith's here too. Welcome, Keith.
Hey,
Got
Keith.
a bottle of Blade and Bow. Not bad. By the way, we haven't talked about this a lot, but we are on Strava, whatever. Some of you may not know that you can join the running club. And we don't have any prizes or anything going on just yet.
It's just another way to grow the community.
And yeah, it's something that we're out there, so we figured we'll open the door and see who else would like to join us.
It is just about that time where we gotta get the summer's right around the corner. We've just been eating all the sweets, so I gotta keep going. I'm getting old. Doesn't bounce back as fast as we used to.
Yeah, not exactly a rubber band this year.
I took a week off running or biking because I've been biking all of this year. I haven't really been doing any running. And I just took a week off for visiting the family. And when I went for my first run today in what was maybe just a week.
Yeah.
It was tough.
It was hot out though.
It's not hot. It's beautiful and amazing.
I walked out on the front porch to check for the mail.
You can't say it's hot.
And I turned around and the sun hit my back. And I immediately came back inside.
Oh, I know. You're like a vampire or something. I just go up and smoke.
I am the worst.
With that fair skin. So anyway, it's fun. I mean, it's just another way to interact, and we're always signing up for races or whatever, trying to encourage other people to.
Yeah,
if you're into it.
Yeah, honestly, the Bourbon Van is the name of the club. By the way, I'm planning on, I don't know if you're going to join me for this, but I'm planning a Sunday brunch live stream in a couple of weeks. I believe it's going to be on the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
The idea being that it's going to be a non-alcohol thing. We're going to do Monday, the zero alcohol whiskey company sent us some bottles to try out. And so we're going to do some tastings of those.
Yeah, I am interested. It feels, I don't know. It's such a weird thing to me because you feel like you would just not drink anything, but at the same time,
it has its times.
It does have its times, and if it's something that enhances, right? If you can have a whiskey ginger,
sure,
but maybe.
I mean, that's exactly what I did.
It's 10 a.m.
When I picked you up from that day that I picked you up from the airport. I couldn't pick you up until 9 o'clock at night, so I had a zero alcohol whiskey ginger.
Yeah,
it was fine. It actually. I thought it was pretty good, to be quite honest.
Curious.
But that's going to be, we're going to do some of that. There's hop seltzer that we were gifted from a brewery that we're going to be trying out. And
oh, right, I forgot about
that. That'll be the last day that I believe that I have before I have to choose which race I want to do this year before prices go up. I'm a cheapskate when it comes to my races. So.
Well, yeah, because they're not cheap.
No.
Even when you're getting the cheapskate price.
So I'll be choosing what my A race for the year is going to be. It's either going to be one of 2 50-milers or one of 2 100-milers. I'm not sure what I'm going to be ready for, but I figure another week and change will give me an opportunity to see what I want to do.
And I like the idea, if it's of course I like the idea of your race, but of the non-alcoholic thing, only because there have been times where it's been the afternoon or whatever, and I was like, this day is not working out.
Yeah.
Let's have a whatever. And then you're just then you're in for the long haul. There's no just no, I'm going to go for a run. I mean, you can. Our friend Sean, he runs better on beer. So, I mean, not say better, but
he finished a 100-miler
on beer alone.
He looked terrible until I tracked down some bacon for him and fed him some beer.
So
you'll have that.
You never know.
But that's going to be a in the AM, at least Pacific Coast time on Sunday in a couple weeks from now. Yeah. We'll be posting about it in the future, but that's the idea that we want to just try something a little bit different. We know a lot of you aren't able to make our evening live streams, and people would like to be there live. So we appreciate that, and we'll give it a shot.
So I'm just It smells very Four Rosy-y.
Yeah.
Just because we've had a lot of Four Roses
We
lately,
have.
which is not, it's just not something that we normally grab.
Let's talk about this one real quick too.
Yeah.
This is the Oregon State pick. See if you can see that there.
Oh, that looks nice.
So there was 2 picks this year. I forget what the other one was. Bottled November 2021. So we just got this in late December.
Yeah.
Aged 9 years, 9 months. OBSK recipe, meaning rich in spiciness and full body. OBSK. They have, of course, their 10 recipes of Four Roses bourbon, and you can always learn a lot more about that online. I don't want to get into it too deeply, but OBSV is what you usually find.
Yeah.
Delicate, fruity, pear apricot, spicy, creamy, and I would think that a lot of those notes ring true for most people. So the OBSK here with the rich and full body, I'm eager to check that out because I think mouthfeel plays such a huge part in what you like about Four Roses, like the limited edition up there. I think that's my favorite thing about it is the mouthfeel.
I liked that. I'm sorry. I thought you were just going to keep, I was just listening like, oh.
Are you watching this too?
I am. I was like, oh, he knows what he wants to say. Like you felt very emphatic with the.
It was rolling off the tongue.
I know, and then you kind of caught me off guard. Like I thought we were just it's ready for story time.
Your turn. Well, the nose, it really is lovely. It's sweet and oaky. There's distinct ethanol here.
Yeah, but I'm getting like pine needles. I feel like I'm walking through the forest right now.
There is something earthy here. It's not our pine needles. It's
no,
not
it's not
like the local lodgepole pines or anything like that.
Smells...
This is more like west of the Cascades.
No, yeah,
like a wet
pine. I don't know.
There's a nice chocolate here though too, like a sweet chocolate. Not bitter at all.
It is funny. I mean, it really. I feel like when you like walk out into the forest and then it's just rained or it's, what do you call that? The morning mist or whatever.
Little dewy.
Little dewy. That's kind of what you're getting. Like the nice. That's what I'm getting.
Beautiful. This smells great. Cheers.
Am I allowed to keep cheersing?
Why not?
I don't know why I'm always surprised that I like things.
There's the dry oak is almost like the premier flavor right off the bat. Wow. And you're right, it's a little piney.
The finish is dry. That's so funny.
Super, super dry. Yeah,
I liked the oakiness in there.
Yeah.
You're right. Like it did almost get to like a dry char or something.
Yeah, really, really like the darkest brown sugar ever.
That was interesting. Like for some reason my brain is just going like, holy smokes, you just drank something that's dry. It's kind of like that one, the blind or the number 2 on Monday's video where it tasted like food, which literally did. I don't know what they're doing over there at Breckenridge, but it was like they crushed. It's like pureed some cookies, and that's what we're gonna drink when we're old, I guess.
This is one of those whiskeys where a little tiny bit on your tongue is all you really need to get the full effect. Mouth feels great, coats beautifully. The finish,
man, it's oaky. Man,
the finish on neither one of the finishes on the first 2 really lasted that long.
No, they're quite quick.
Quite quick.
I mean, and not in a bad way, but it's just like we've had some things that last for days.
There is a little bit of milk chocolate coming back here, which I definitely don't mind it.
I am getting like a musty, definitely like a foresty taste to this one. Super oak, but like almost like a char oak there. I'm not getting a lot of sweet flavors. Are you getting a lot of any sweet?
I'm getting a nice balance between sweet and earthy. I think you're absolutely right. This is a walking through the forest on the western slopes of Mount Hood.
Yeah,
there's something weird about it that I really, really like.
It feels like the mouthfeel is nice and it coats quite nice. Like I want to say it's thick, but that always has kind of a weird connotation. But it does taste like the mouthfeel is kind of thick. Like it coats really nice. I do like this. There's nothing light about this.
I do just want to say really quickly, if you're in Oregon or nearby to Oregon, you can go on OregonLiquorSearch.com and find these
Oh my
bottles.
gosh, I forgot this was an Oregon one.
Yeah,
no wonder it tastes like this.
You can look it up, and I know for fact, well, up until maybe a week ago, this was still available at Bend South Liquor.
Yeah.
I don't know who else has it or how much of it there is out there. I know it's very limited, but this OBSK recipe is very good.
That's so funny. Out of my head as soon as you say things.
I'm so used to that.
But that it was the Oregon pick, and it does have a little bit of an Oregon taste to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well picked. Good job, Oregon State.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I wanted
We're
to go
probably
back.
way behind. Let's keep.
I wanted to check on Escobar style here. I saw him say something earlier. I'm gonna quickly catch up.
Holy
Got
smokes,
a couple
we're
people
really
that
far
like
behind.
Strava a lot. Strava, however you want to say it.
I'm not picky. My mom just realized over the weekend that she's been saying Oregon wrong. So she always pronounces the. She's very emphatic with her Oregon.
My dad says Oregon.
And after like the first few years, I just let it. Like after that, I'm just like, just let it go. And then just this past weekend, she was like, "Did you know that I've been saying Oregon wrong?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, and I don't remember how she realized it or if she was watching something. I'm sure she was watching something. And then they were very emphatic about the way that you say it. I just thought it was really funny.
Well, hey,
after all these years, 10 years in, and we finally got it.
She's,
yeah,
always bettering herself. Good for
sure,
her.
I mean, we'll see next week when she tells me that I live here, but we'll see.
Escobar Style said he just came back from a restaurant that poured a Russell's 13, a Thomas Handy Rye, and a Weller 12.
Whoa!
I would go back to that restaurant.
Totally.
That's fantastic. I wanted to just go back and check on
Holy
that because
smokes.
I had read it and I was like, I gotta revisit that.
That seems like that's like a pretty nice trifecta there.
We did just buy a bottle of George T. Stagg 2020 edition. We just we just got absolutely super lucky with one of our favorite stores.
Oh my gosh, what a great that's a great evening.
Totally.
Yeah,
well done.
I need to learn to splurge more when I'm like at like really nice whiskey bars because I'm always like looking at the prices and being like, I'm just gonna get this one because I can drink that at home.
I think we've done pretty well. At Bardstown, we got the Old Forester birthday bourbon. At Scotch Lodge in Portland, we got an array of really good stuff.
Yeah, I drink cocktails that night.
Yeah, well, some of it.
I know. I just am always a little. I should try more things when I'm out. I'm just a cheapskate, but not really, because. Yeah.
Bill, don't worry about how slow you are. The slower I go, the further distance I can go. So, Bill, I'm a slow guy.
You and me together, because I have to apologize. I feel like weekly. People always want to run with me, and I'm like, really, it's not a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm so slow, and I'm like, I've got no. Anyway.
I think you're doing great.
Thanks.
This has a delicious aftertaste. All of a sudden, I'm getting like just a hint of that banana runt flavor.
Ooh.
It's just kind of like building.
It's
great. Ruby, my knee's feeling great, actually. Thank you for asking. Everything's feeling good. Coming along. I've been training. I'm on a marathon training program, but I don't have anything that I'm signed up for.
But that's the best
I'm just trying
thing,
to get my fitness back.
Because then you have no stress, right? It's like once you have something on the docket, then you have to be super focused. Like right now, you could just be all loosey-goosey about it.
Yeah. No rules.
Yeah.
I'm just catching up here. Nice chat going on. Stumpy Good 18's got a Michter's Rye.
Man, so much fun.
We have a Michter's Bourbon we haven't gotten into yet. I realized it today while I was rearranging the shelf a little bit.
To be honest, like sometimes I'll look at the shelf and I can't even imagine. Like I'm sure there's like a million things we haven't opened yet. I'm like, we haven't opened this. We bought it like 6 months ago. That seems like such a shame.
Yeah,
but
there's a few things
we'll
like
get
that.
along. We'll get around to it.
Getting to it.
Yeah.
Cheers as much as you want, Jules.
Thank you. Exactly.
Wildlife and Whiskey is here. How you doing, Wildlife and Whiskey? Melissa's here. Hello, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
Norman, he's circling like a shark. He wants to be fed, even though there's food in his bowl. He's an old man.
I think for
look who it is, Livewire Whiskey.
Hey.
Welcome. Good to see you.
For Norman, I think it's more about the routine versus he's actually hungry.
Yeah.
Like he's like, it's time to go.
Seriously.
But aren't we all? I mean, every time it's noon, I'm like, I'm not hungry, but let's have a sandwich.
I'll take any break I can get midway through the day at this point. Gertie's and cats here. More content with cats that look like me, please.
Gertie! That's Phil's girlfriend.
Yeah, I love Gertie. She's so sweet.
So sweet.
Phil says your mom's from Illinois, right?
Illinois, exactly.
Let's get the party started. Whiskey Nose.
Whiskey Nose, good to see you.
What's up, Marty? How are you, man?
Oh,
cheers.
Thank you. This is good. So what do you think? Okay, so not final thoughts, because I'll still be drinking this. And
I'll be honest, this is the third straight bottle of Four Roses that has surprised. It has gone above all my expectations.
Yeah.
Third straight bottle of it. This is piney. There's a hint of mint here. Earthy. The chocolate comes through on the back end to make it very satisfying. There's a really nice oak char, and the oak is actually the first thing you notice on the nose and the palate. I don't know if there's I think we might have to do like a Four Roses battle with
a Four Roses off.
Stuff. Yeah, because there are some fantastic Four Roses bottles on the shelf. What do you think?
I know. I was just thinking how Four Roses, not that it can be hit or miss, but like sometimes it does depend on the day whether you like Four Roses. There's some things that you can just drink at any time and you love it. Like it doesn't matter. You could be first drink it could be 12th drink it or whatever, and you're just like, this is amazing. Four Roses can be.
I'm usually on my 12th drink and I'm like, this is amazing. that I've had 12 drinks.
Yeah, but Four Roses can. But they've really been impressing me lately. I mean, I know we had the crazy one, which was about the best thing that might be the best thing that I've ever drank. Like it was so good. But these single barrels, you just never know.
Yeah,
and the last two have been really good.
And that OBSK.
I mean, I'm in a good mood today, so maybe that's
everything.
Yeah.
The Four Roses single barrel from 2020, the Oregon pick of OBSV.
Yeah.
We actually didn't like it off the bat.
Yeah.
That bottle, we were halfway through it by the time we really liked it, and then it surprised us in our Advent tournament. This one though, great right off the bat. Yeah. Maybe our palates have just changed. That was a year ago.
Well, and sometimes I wonder, we have been making an effort to try some more craft distilleries and things that are doing like a little bit wild things, not like crazy wild, but just like a little bit different. I mean, these are just like, I feel like this one's just not quite bourbon flavors. I mean, there's definitely bourbon flavors in there, but there is that like pininess that we're getting in this.
This could fool me into thinking it was a rye if I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it is more just like streamlined, like those types of things that you find in like bourbons that you love and like, without going crazy with like different flavors or whatever. Well, it is a nice mainstream, I guess.
Four Roses mash bill.
I'm very much enjoying this.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
Four Roses mash bill, by the way, I think is a higher rye mash bill, if I'm not mistaken. So somebody can let me know. What did we pay for this one? Out of curiosity, this was.
It does smell good. There's almost a cinnamonness to it.
111.6 proof, 9 years, 9 months aged. $85 was the MSRP, which is up $5 from last year's special edition. But I think that's fair. It's very good. Cheers, Golf Clash Stewie. By the way, good to see you. Melissa wants to know all about that cigar blend. That's the Melissa special. She loves it.
She does. Magnus, right? Or what is it?
Joseph Magnus cigar blend.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's a Nancy Fraley joint.
Oh, nice.
Who, by the way, commented on one of our videos the other day and absolutely blew our minds.
Phil,
it's like going to a baseball game and Derek Jeter walks up to you.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'd like Derek Jeter to walk up to me.
Yeah. Come on. Bill, you're welcome. Happy to keep it going for you.
How do I need your songwriter in my mind?
Marty says he was going to sleep tonight. Now he's just going to tear it up. Come on, get after it, Marty. Right. Let's go. Let's have a good time. For like the next the half hour, then I'm going to bed. Chris Kenny, if ever in Nashville, Indiana, go to Hard Truth Distillery and try the Sweet Mash Rye 115 proof.
Man, we really try to fool people in this country with our city and state names.
It's like Paris, Tennessee. We'll give it a shot, Chris. That's we're always looking for recommendations, and I've actually heard good things about Hard Truth. So fantastic.
We should send your brother down. Get him a little
Yeah, I'll buy you a bottle of Hard Truth if you go get a bottle of Hard Truth. 1 for 1.
We'll give you some Hard Truth if you buy a bottle of Hard Truth.
Yeah, we're going to be extremely honest with you, whether you like it or not.
Oh, the cat's looking at me.
Joe says, does it have an age statement on it? Yeah, this was a 9-year, 9 months. Thank you, Michael. I mean, come on. What were we?
So
low blow.
I just thought it was so funny. It like you said. Sorry, I don't know why I found Monday's video so funny, and probably because I didn't actually watch the final cut until Monday. But I was just laughing hysterically, and even when you said Florida, you're like, this one's from Florida. It didn't even cross my mind that it wasn't going to be a bourbon. And thinking back, I was like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense that it's a rum.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I gotta be honest though, we are really liking the rums. And by the way, Truth Spruce Firewater Reviews, who sent us
all the
rums that we did in our Rums for Bourbon Drinkers video last year, there's a new batch on the way, and I can't wait.
Wait for us?
Yeah, so they sent us another one.
So I've been out of the.
We love Truth Spruce Firewater Review. If you haven't seen their channel,
oh man, I'll be honest. We drank this. I think it was Memorial Weekend. Oh, maybe we'll save it for Memorial. We'll just do back-to-back Memorial weekends. But we saved this for Memorial Weekend. I was having a great time.
Well, we were on the beach. We're on the coast.
I know we're on the beach. It felt right. And they were proofy. Like I think we did like 4 or 6 of them. That was probably too many.
We did the right amount.
Yeah.
By the way, the caramel. The deeper you go in this, like a burnt caramel.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Really nice. If you're in Oregon, get your hands on this
I have no
bottle.
complaints on this one.
Yeah. That's one of the better special bottles that we've bought recently.
Yeah. I feel like I always want to like nit. I don't really want to nitpick things.
By all means, yeah. You can't like everything.
No, but I generally do like a lot of stuff. Like I just generally do. But I feel like lately I have been trying to like, be like, oh, I'm not super great. This isn't super great. The only thing I can
because you're a seasoned professional.
No, I'm not. But whatever. But for the first 2, my only knock against the first 2 is the finishes. And that's not even a knock because the finish is not really. I mean, when you get knocked over the head with like an amazing finish, you remember, right? Like it makes the whole drink, but it's not something that ruins the drink usually.
Okay, so about pretty much the same price. This or the Barrel New Year 2022?
Oh, this one, yeah.
I totally agree.
I didn't like the Barrel. I feel bad saying that.
It did not hit for me.
The
same proof. So
I know. I almost stuck that one in 4th.
Yeah, but I actually thought you were going to put it in 4th.
I know, but it did deserve a better spot than the other one. So
I like it because it tastes like pears. I like pears.
Yeah, and I don't. So
Grandma had a pear tree growing up. We would go there every year, harvest the pears. It was a great time, but you don't want to hear about that. You want to know what's going on. Whiskey Row. Holy cow. Hey! Good to hear from you guys. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Bourbon's on the move. Well, no. Ooh, guys, not that you really care about what's going on with the van itself. Well, maybe you do with the van itself, but after our last road trip, we realized we needed a little more cushion on the bed part.
A little more cushion.
I bought
we went from 2 inches to 4 additional inches of cushion.
Now we're not going to be able to sit.
It'll be like the Princess and the Pea. We'll get like a rock under it and like a tiny little pebble, and we'll be like, I can't sleep now.
The cat's gonna be so cozy though. When he looks out the window,
he's gonna melt.
We're gonna miss it. Yeah, because it's all that memory foam, which is not my favorite, but it's just gonna be like a little like whiskers at the top, and he's gonna be in the middle.
Oh wow. Escobar style. Are you into Macallan at all? I've had a few, and I have liked them. I couldn't tell you which though. I'm not that well versed. We just replaced a bottle. I say we, but really Scotch is more my thing. The Balvenie Double Wood just replaced it with a bottle of Ardbeg Uigeadail.
We're improving.
Whatever, working on it.
Yeah.
And I really like that. I like Highland Park as well. I think that might be the next bottle we go for. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Scotch lately. I don't know if it's just a natural progression or if it's this time of year. I don't know. I went all in on Rye in the fall, really heavy into finished bourbons randomly in late October or late November, early December.
It feels like the right time of year.
Yeah.
It feels like the right time of year.
Probably because it's 70 degrees and we're having backyard fires.
I was also listening to the Nick Offerman podcast today, and he talked about Ron Swanson, if you're a Parks and Rec person. And then he was talking about how funny that he does commercials or whatever for, what was the brand that, I can't remember what the brand was, but the Scotch. Remember, he was big into Scotch.
Oh, Lagavulin.
Lagavulin. Yeah. And so they say...
The Offerman edition stuff is great. Yeah. We got to try that.
I know. And so he was laughing about how, like, when they do the commercials, he's actually Ron Swanson. Like, it's not, it's just like a funny thing. Anyway, side story.
But he does like
my
Scotch.
Life. Yeah. That's what I was listening to while I was running today.
Wendy's back on that Powers. That's we got to try that. We got to try that. That's what we got to track down. We were trying to pick out the right bottle for St. Patrick's Day tasting because we like to do a special edition bottle or a special edition tasting every year. I actually think I've got one picked out.
Okay. Well, I was going to say on this too because it's coming quick. I can't believe it.
It is.
For some suggestions of things that people have had. I mean, we of course had Slain, and then last year was the Red Breast. We did the 4 flight.
Spot the Slain.
Spot the Slain.
That was the day that I cut my own hair. So if you go back and watch our St. Patrick's Day,
you cut your own hair.
You don't remember that?
Was that when I cut it?
No, I cut it myself. If you want to see the worst haircut I've ever had, one of the worst haircuts I've ever had.
The worst haircut you ever had was at our friend's right before our friend's wedding. We were probably like 20 something.
Are you talking about
Adam and Carissa?
Oh, that was like 2003.
Yeah, and you were
like hot out.
You had bleached your hair blonde, and then,
I was in a punk band.
I know, and then I just shaved it, but with no variation, and it was just like a round head.
And I was sunburned at the time. I looked like a tomato.
To this day, I feel terrible for Carissa that happened in her wedding photos.
Oh, come on.
I'm like,
you know what, though? I showed up, I danced at the after party, and, that's got to count for something.
Of course.
Eric Gunderson's here. Welcome, Eric. How
are
you?
Eric, how's it going?
Yeah. How dare you show up late to this?
Yeah. But thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.
Hope all is well.
Yes, absolutely. It's time for the main event, whiskey-wise.
And
it's Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A122. I'm going to have a couple of little nibbles of chocolate here.
I like it.
I like to have this milk chocolate around. There's a Kirkland chocolate chip here. I like to use
the bag that never ends. It's like the Kirkland chips from Costco. You just keep putting your hand in there, and there's still more at the bottom.
Sweet and delicious. Yeah. ECBP, I find a lot of milk chocolate on, so it's a good way to reset my palate before I get into those. Or into that, I should say.
Are you so excited?
I'm always excited.
He loves Elijah Craig.
Challenge coins off, by the way. If you didn't catch it earlier, 2 new glass designs, a challenge coin.
I know. I was hoping they were going to be here today because then we could show them off. But
it's all on the way. It's all been delayed, but it's on the way.
I designed them all.
And it's going to be. It'll be here before you know it, and it'll be in the store. And for Patreons, we got those hats in. This is a Patreon exclusive. So these will be in the store soon.
I thought they look great. You were wearing it last night. I was impressed.
Well, you were impressed by the hat or my head?
Both. The size of your head and the hat.
There's a lot of new stuff going into the store in the next week or so, so we will be posting about that.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here.
I love it.
Before we get into this next glass.
Sorry.
Oh, thanks, Whiskey Row. Cheers. We love you too. We just watched your Only Need 5 Bourbons 2022 edition. We've been thinking about redoing ours because there is no video that gets more hate for us than that video.
But it was only like our 4th. I don't know.
People are like, you can't put Eagle Rare or early times in there. Nobody can get that stuff. And it's like,
that was from a long time ago.
Honestly,
and we only had like 8 bottles on the shelf, so we only had 8 bottles to choose from.
Right. You talk about what you know. Our community was local at the time. There were like 8 people watching the channel. And everybody was like, oh yeah, those are available here.
Yeah. I think it was like Grant. That was it. And JT. JT.
So we've been considering doing another version of it.
Yeah.
But we don't know. We haven't done it yet. I am on a creek here today. This chair.
I feel like we need to WD-40
the floor?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean the chairs for sure.
If the van comes to PA to VA.
Ooh, Virginia.
East Coast trip is in the works. We actually are eager to get over there. Very eager. Just trips are in the works. We're still waiting on the power station that we're exchanging. We were hoping it would be here before the end of January.
Yeah.
Clearly didn't happen.
I have a friend up in Portland, Maine, already planning a girls' trip. So that'll send Phil in the van.
Right.
That'll be us out there.
Wendy appreciates my Ugadal pronunciation.
He has been practicing.
I practice in front of the mirror every single day.
Ooh, this one's proofy. Ooh, it got right in my nose. 120. Is this a 126 or?
120.8.
Oh, it's pretty low.
Yeah,
actually.
For Elijah Craig, this is pretty low. This is
120.8,
and this is aged 12 years, non-chill filtered, as all the Elijah Craig barrel proofs have been. I love this stuff. I love every release. The B521 was my least favorite. The B520 is my all-time favorite. And
you did like the A20.
A121 I thought was fantastic, and C921.
Oh my gosh, we've been doing this a long time.
C920 is also great. C921 I think is a very good one.
Yeah.
C921 hasn't even gotten down to the middle of the word Elijah there, where I really that's where I think that these open up and become great. Our C921 is not even down to that yet, and I already really like it. So
I think about when you watch some other videos where people are doing electric and they have we're talking 19s, but they're down in 16s or whatever. And it's like, man, they've been doing this a long time.
Yeah. I'm going to say right off the bat, the nose on this is a crusher. I get the milk chocolate covered peanuts that I usually get. The cheap milk chocolate covered peanuts, which is not a slam on this. I actually like that nose on this particular whiskey. I always have.
It is it actually smells pretty light.
Yeah, there's a fruitiness here.
It's almost like a little bright, but it is like super nice caramel. There's a nice caramel note to that.
But there's
vanilla.
The heat coming up, it's almost like an effervescence, like it always is on ECBP.
Yeah.
I love that, what that nose, that consistent, that's the consistent thing on the Elijah Craig bottles, other than B521, is that bright effervescence. And it kind of builds anticipation.
So how come the proofs are going down? I feel like I read about this a while ago, but I can't recall because I never can recall anything. But
it could be any combination of things. It's not like they're very forthcoming with it, but I mean, it could be climate based. It could be where they're pulling them from. It could just be
pulling early.
That maybe production during certain years and barrels that they got from certain years are absorbing more or less, or less of it's evaporating.
Yeah.
Who knows? But I think this has always been one of my favorite releases. The 3 releases of ECBP barrel proof every year.
Yeah.
That was redundant, but whatever. Let's give it a taste.
Yeah. Cheers again.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Sorry, it actually smelled chocolate covered peanutty.
Yeah.
As I was drinking it.
There's a warmth there, but ooh.
It doesn't drink very hot. At least my first, and I took a little sip though, but I
found that finish that we were missing from the first 2.
Yeah, I feel like I have too much chocolate in my mouth from those milk chocolate things.
There is a rich vanilla bean that comes up on the finish. It's like it's in my nose. That is intense. That is fantastic. Yeah, Alden, I'm completely with you on this one. Hey, Stella, cheers. Good to see you.
The vanilla note on this forefront.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's lovely.
This finish does last. This is the best finish of the bunch that we've had today.
Everything about this, I think, is the best.
I kind of want to. Oh shoot! I hate when we do this because then I start going off the rails.
Are you going to start pulling barrel proofers off the shelf?
But I just kind of wanted to taste the last one that we had.
See?
Because I want to know how similar and how different. That's my only thing about when there's a next iteration out. I always want things to taste. I want them to taste the same, but with a twist. Because you don't want to go too far. Yeah, are we going to share one?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, good.
This is the C920.
That's safer since we've already We're getting into barrel proofs here.
C921. This is 120.2 proof. So 120.2, and then the new one is 120.8.
Any remembrance of what I thought about this?
I don't even know if
I
we ever.
I don't think we tried it.
I don't think we drank this one on camera.
Oh, really?
To be quite honest, we haven't really gotten into this one much.
So they're pretty close. That's 120.2. Oh, and this is 120.8. Oh, that's a good comparison, actually.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, Russ, we'll figure something out for you.
Yes, you can.
There is.
I have many a photo. Oh, I'll even do like the punk rock one before I shaved it all off. They're good
I don't think there's any photos of when I went really off the rails, though, like the gunmetal black.
No, I have all those photos.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Patreon is about to get real weird.
That was before digital too. So old. And I remember like printing them out, and then when we got scanner, you could scan it. Then I scanned all that stuff in, and as I was doing that, thinking, this is not stuff we need to keep, but memories are memories.
Yeah. Wendy, are you ready for this? Hang on, I think I got this one.
Good gracious.
You want to try this one first?
Absolutely not.
Go ahead.
Nope. I don't.
I think I have it. Brook Laddie.
Oh yeah, that's not what I would have said.
I think I got that.
I would have done the English teacher pronounce all the syllables kind of word, and then
here's a good question.
There was definitely a lich at the end.
Yeah.
Or ditch, whatever it was.
I think it's Brook Laddie.
Yeah.
William wants to know, what are you enjoying or employing for the Super Bowl? Good question, because we're going to make it work for us. I think you got to go with so Cincinnati, right? I like to go geography based. The only Ohio whiskey that we've got is the Middle West Spirits Pumpernickel Rye.
I love it, guys. Love it. Yeah.
And then California. I actually don't
think.
What a
random Super Bowl. Are we allowed to say Super Bowl? No, that's
Superb Owl.
Yeah.
The only California.
The big game.
We don't actually have any Redwood Empire or anything from California on our shelf right now. We would go with something that we bought in California, such as the Nulu Toasted Rye, something like that. None of that really sounds good. I think we're gonna have to go with what sounds good.
No, I'm just gonna go with. Yeah. I was like, that doesn't. I don't honestly want to drink any of that.
We'll probably go Jim Beam Pre-Prohibition Rye and Ginger to start the day, because it starts so early here.
Yeah.
We've been drinking a lot of that lately. That rye, that Jim Beam Pre-Prohibition Rye pairs perfectly with the ginger ale.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Brook Laddie. Did I do it? You let me know.
Wait, what did you say?
Brook Laddie.
Oh, you did. Oh, okay. Yeah. Super Bowl. Yeah, I drink. Sorry, guys, but I drink a lot of beer on Super Bowl. Or the big game. I hate that you're not allowed to say it. It's so stupid.
So the proof has to do with the barrels selected from different parts of the rick house. Some run proofier than others. Yeah, I would imagine that they're going by some sort of.
It kind of smells like marshmallows. There's like a marshmallowiness about this.
I just breathed in it while I was picking it up, which is always great. There is a marshmallow on it.
Yeah.
Not toasted either, like a straight up sugary marshmallow.
Just a sugary marshmallow.
That's nice. A122 knows goobers, chocolate covered peanuts. Yes, we are on the same page, Michael.
It's the best theater candy. That and Sour Patch Kids. I used to always get goobers. We don't ever go to the theater, but when I was in high school, I remember like you'd always just goobers. That's the way to go. And
I always got raisin.
And about the most enormous Diet Coke you could ever find. I don't understand the sizes in theaters. They make no sense to me.
Jeff got a 142.1 proof ECBP store pick he needs to crack open. Yeah,
wow.
We want to know all about that,
140.
Jeff.
Dang.
My brother was saying that Lake Liquors there, Rick is getting a barrel of ECBP that he picked.
Oh, for a store pick. Nice.
Which I can't wait. Thanks, old man Bourbon. Yeah. We appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. That night was ridiculous. That we just sat here. We were so confused by what we were drinking, and it didn't even ever occur to us that Brent would send us something other than whiskey. It was not in my head at all that there was anything other than whiskey in there. And that bottle number 2 was huge flavors from Breckenridge. The flavors were so huge that nothing else
tasted like anything.
After that, you couldn't taste anything anyway.
I would say that I don't know if it's just going back and forth, but the nose on the new one, I found a lot more aroma.
Yeah.
than on that one.
Yeah, the C921
I'm
is
actually not
subdued.
getting a ton on that.
Give that one a try. Let me know what you think of that. It's very subdued from that.
Oh, more shirts. I love shirts.
I don't know if that's one that we need, but maybe. New Riff is right across the river from Bengal Stadium. Well, there you go. Well, I thought it was over here. I moved things recently. I need to dust these shelves. This is going to be a complete nightmare putting it back
wow,
together.
those are different.
Is this the 921 here? Yeah.
Ooh, that's like a lot hotter than this one. Holy smokes.
Yeah, bigger rye spice, certainly. I don't dislike it, though.
There's punchier flavors here. That one is like...
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely similarities, but that one just kind of like came in like a wrecking ball.
I don't know if you can quote lyrics like that either.
Oh, I'm just thinking about that movie we watch at Christmas time.
What is it called? With the Seth Rogen in it?
Yeah.
The Night Before?
The Night Before, yeah. Sorry. I always throw things in there, and you're always so quick to get it. You always say things, and I'm just like, la da 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 da.
I work hard on trivia.
Going. Yeah.
It's the one thing I've got going for me. Yeah, A122, hands down, versus C921, but I still like C921. C921 is definitely spicier. There's a heat on it.
Wait, so which one did you like better?
A122.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah. I do think that C920, though, took a really long time to open up for us, and it drank a little bit similar to the C921 for us. And now that C920 is one of my favorite bottles. We actually still have an unopened bottle of it. I liked it so much that I bought a backup. Wow. I bet this opens up.
Well, that's one should be opened up.
It's not that open. It's not that far open though. It's some of the really hot ones. You have to get down to the Elijah name there.
This is interesting. This A122. I mean, we just opened it today, and you're ready to go. Like I'm ready to drink it right now. There's no waiting around for this one.
The only ECBP barrel. Well, the only ECBP that I can remember that was that easy to drink off the neck.
Yeah.
Was B520, and that's my favorite batch ever.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nice chocolate in the C921.
No, if you can get past that initial, like, I'm not going to say ethanol, but there's something that gets stuck, right? I always talk about like how like it just kind of comes back up into my nose. There's something like if you can get past that,
you called it a nose bite.
The nose bite. The flavors in here are wonderful. I really like the flavors in this one, but that is one that takes some time. I mean, as you can see, A122, I'll have this one down in the next 3 minutes. So
A122 is super accessible. This is great.
I like it. Well, and I like it. Ironically or not, ironically, I don't know. I like it more now that I tried it against the other one. Because sometimes you're like, oh yeah, it's good. Like, I don't know. I mean, it tastes like ECBP, it's good. And then I had it against that. I was like, oh no, this one is way more in my lane.
In your wheelhouse.
In my wheelhouse than maybe this one was.
There is a fruit in there, but I can't nail it down. Maybe it's like a compote. Blackberries? Like blackberries with a little ginger and cinnamon or something. There's a recipe in there. That's good.
Can't wait for blackberry season. Because it's been warm, I bought a carton of strawberries today. Or not today, this week. It's not strawberry season. They were not great.
Wendy says, you need to roll your R's and slur everything else. I love that. And raise a few drams. You'll fit right into the Scottish landscape. We are planning to go to Ireland as soon as we can.
Oh boy.
Scotland is right behind.
I still have not canceled. Trip. We have one thing that has now rolled over for the third year.
Are we booked for something this year? Do we have a timeline?
No, we have no timeline, but I just never canceled. We have one hotel that we rolled over from 2020 to 2021 to 2022, and they're being very nice.
Yeah, that's very sweet. They don't have to do that.
And I kind of made the comment like, gosh, if we can't go next year, then I'm just gonna say you guys you deserve it or whatever for not having people traveling for 2 years. But I'm optimistic that maybe we can still just go.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Ooh.
But I know that Ireland was one of those places that.
Sorry, I got carried away.
They're not excited for people to come in. They're too small.
Yeah, they're everything seems to be coming together though. The mouthfeel I think is better on A122. I think it coats better.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Wendy got the night before. She guessed it right.
I love it.
Eric Gunderson says he still has a B518 that he needs to open. Come on, Eric, get on it. Get on it, because we've never had that one. We don't know if it's good. Actually, that might be the 5 Sip Friday somebody sent us. I can check that.
Have we had it yet?
Yeah, it was the one that we had on the coast was the ECVP. Oh. I actually guessed the right distillery. And I got the proof on that one. It was Elijah Craig. There it is, Barrel Proof B519, 122.2 proof.
Yeah.
That was good whiskey.
I know I'm going to need to start reacquainting myself with... I felt like at the end of the year, I was starting to really come into a nice rhythm with trying to pick out. I mean, I was never good at guessing them, but like some flavors and correlating. But now I took like 2 months off. I mean, not of drinking, but like of drinking predominantly.
I think it's good to take a little break. Yeah.
I don't know, but you know me, I forget things. I need to like really just like keep telling myself this is this distillery, this is this distillery. And now I've taken like a month and a half off, so it's gonna start from scratch. It's like when I try to learn Spanish and I just keep doing the same lessons over and over, and I still forget them.
This is I keep getting distracted by this whiskey. It's so good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Burns. We appreciate that very much. William Meyer says, going to Ireland, y'all should meet up with the folks from the Try Channel. Is that like Irish people try American pizza and stuff like that? That might be a wreck.
That would be awesome, actually. Well, I'm gonna have to look them up. Have you Craig? Sorry, I just saw that word.
Crack.
Oh, I was thinking
the other is the Belgian
and the Belgian
beer.
One.
I ordered what I thought was a Kvik. Kvik? Am I saying that right? I don't remember. We were in Belgium waiting for the train to take us to Paris. And I ordered that, and she's like, Craig? The lady behind the bar.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought I was ordering a quack with the cool,
with the wood cool handle. Yeah.
And she's like, Craig? And like, she was surprised that I was ordering like
because
the cherry
was
sour
like the
beer.
Sweetest, sour beer ever.
And I was like, sorry, man.
I think I ended up drinking that. And
you gave me your wit beer.
I know.
Yeah.
Delicious. Oh, there's a cat coming. He's eyeballing you.
Are you coming up? We're wrapping it up. Do you want to come up or no? No, he doesn't want to come up. He's just like, feed me.
No, he's not even hungry. I'm just gonna feed him, and he's gonna like.
Oh, here he comes.
Ugh. I wonder if you could hear that on camera. Could you hear him just like groaning?
He's so old. He's just so old.
It's a long way for him to jump.
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. Are you disappointed? Not disappointed? Elijah Craig, like I said, like I like it. It's not something that I get excited about, but you do get excited every time a release comes out. You're really excited to hear or to try them.
The C920, right? Or C921.
This one's the C9.
That's the A122.
Yeah.
So the A122, I'm going to say yes. It's my favorite batch since A121. Which in the blind we did beat C921 and B521 for me. C920 and B520. I do still think that B520 is my favorite. I think C920 is my second favorite.
And B521 for me, for sure. Hands down. Yeah.
Yeah. So A122 and A121 pretty much on par for me. I think they're both dynamite whiskey. I think they're both very, very good. So I'd say that even though I really enjoyed the Rock Hill Farms tonight, I really enjoyed the Four Roses OBSK Single Barrel Strength Oregon pick for 2021. The Elijah Craig A122.
Yeah.
This barrel proof.
Oh boy.
Good jump. This barrel proof absolutely beat down the other things that we enjoyed tonight. This is great whiskey, and it annihilated the C921. Although I do think the C921 still needs some time to open up and needs some more oxygen in that bottle. Good, not great on this one. Well, really good, not great.
I feel like we should have maybe put it
on that one.
And now I'm kind of feeling like we should have put it against the B520 because that really, I mean, hands down, all the ones that I've drank, that's my favorite. I don't really remember what it tastes like, but I thought these were all very delicious. There was no clunkers tonight, I will say.
Yeah, no, absolutely. These are all very good.
And they taste very different. All three of them taste very different from each other.
The Tri Channel did bourbon against Irish whiskey, and they liked the bourbon better. Yeah, we watched that one actually.
Yeah,
2 bottles of each release for Marty. Yeah, absolutely. We always buy one, see if we want another one, and almost always go back and buy another one. We will get another A122. That's delicious. The only one that we haven't bought a backup of was B521. For whether that's fair or not, we actually tried it over and over and just never we never enjoyed it all that much. So Fritz is here. Welcome, Fritz. How's Florida? Is it warmed up for you?
No, Fritz did not bring the heat when I was there. Actually, Monday through Friday was flipping amazing. And that was when I was working, because I had to work while I was down there. And I mean, I did sit out on the patio, but like at the same time, I was like, it was like beautiful, 70, sunny, whatever. The weekend I got there, it was like 50 degrees, wind that I haven't seen since I lived in Chicago.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was incredible. And it was cold. Like it felt cold only because I feel like it felt colder because it's Florida. Why would it be cold there? So you were expecting it to be warm, and then it actually felt really cold. And then when we left, it was overcast and like 57.
The cat's entire head is in your water glass.
I know, he's fine. Anyway, hope it's warmer there.
Yeah.
It wasn't looking like that.
Diplomaset. I like that. That's fun to say.
Oh, that is fun.
If I got it right. Nashville Barrel can do no wrong, in my opinion. I love everything that they've produced. Fantastic. At least all the stuff that we've tried, which is half dozen things when we were there.
Yeah.
And we bought a quarter of a dozen things.
Not a quarter. Well, yeah, I guess it was a quarter of a dozen. Well, I've never heard anyone say a quarter of a dozen.
Well, now you have.
Yep.
Quick recap of the Four Roses for Fritz, indeed, who also says it's sunny and 70 there, which is great.
Oh,
sunny and 70 here.
Dang it. I mean, yay for you, but like, yeah, anyway.
Recap of the Four Roses.
Sorry. Scared me.
We've got a ton of like computer and equipment.
We're moving things
over
around
because we're moving things around. We're doing taxes, which is a chore, and other things. Let's get his paw off the microphone there. We're doing a lot of things, and so there's a lot of things for the cat to get into. But quick recap of the Four Roses. Have at it.
I thought it had a very Four Roses nose to it.
Yeah.
There was no sweet flavors in the Oregon pick that I had. Everything was that we had, sorry. More deeper, darker flavors, good caramel, huge oak presence. I thought it was fairly dry. If I remember correctly, this was the dry one. A little bit charred oak, super, I don't know if it's piney or if it would be more of an evergreen, but the Oregon pick one had a huge like foresty taste to it. Not in a bad way. Like I thought it was really delicious, and I actually liked that element of it. I thought, and big creamy vanilla flavor.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
How did you?
I thought that was fantastic.
Thank you.
The dry oak, the super charred oak, the OBSK yeast strain, by the way, is what it was. But the prevailing thing for me was the chocolate that just kept on coming back on the finish. It wasn't the longest finish, but what was there was chocolate.
Yeah.
Nice dark char, very very good. It was. I think it's a really solid whiskey. I think the star of the night is this Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A122. The Four Roses was a surprise off the neck. We've never liked a bottle of the single barrel strain.
I haven't right off the neck, yeah.
And we did in this instance. And the Rock Hill Farms was about what we expected it to be. It sells here for $10 less than the Blanton's, but it's 10. Is Blanton's 93 proof or 90? I think it's 93. So it's 7 proof points higher.
Yeah.
I found it to be satisfying and definitely worth $55.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would go crazy for a bottle like that. I know a lot of people do.
I will say this Elijah Craig is my favorite iteration since the B520. I know we've talked about that a lot.
Yeah, I believe
Elijah Craig. Elijah Craig's not generally like anything that I would ever grab off the shelf, but I do really like these two. It did have the best finish of the night.
Yeah, you don't usually celebrate the ECBPs. I think that I'm with you. I think that I really, really liked A121. I think that this is the best batch since A121 and may even be better than that. I would be curious to put B520, C920, A121, and A122 against each other. We may have to do that because that was fantastic. And also, speaking of Rock Hill Farms, we talked about this earlier. We're going to do a Buffalo Trace Mash Bill 2 blind with 2 different Blantons, including one that's a store pick, Rock Hill Farms and an Elmer T. Lee at some point soon. And what else? This coming Monday. Well, there's more videos coming. We'll talk about it later. But Bourbon Baller's here. What's up, Bourbon Baller? Good to see you. Well, there you go. What do you think? We had some good whiskeys tonight. It was a lot of fun. I'm still sitting on a crack. My chair is creaky. I gotta fix it before the next live stream. I'm sorry, guys. I'll work harder.
Maybe you notice.
We'll have new glasses, new challenge coins, new shirts, and hats in the store in the next week. So keep an eye on that, I guess. Yeah. Visit every single day at thebourbonvan.com. You won't.
Sure.
You might be disappointed. You might not be. But
this was fun.
This was fun.
It had. I mean, we have been taking a little, not time off, but like stepping back a little bit. But
breathing.
We've been breathing a little bit, trying to get through a couple things that we need to get through at the beginning of the year. But it's always fun to do live streams, and we've been doing it with our Patreons too, as well. But
which, by the way, 1 week from tonight, Patreon live stream.
Yeah, but it was a good night.
This was great. Thank you so much to all of you who showed up, who chatted with us, who hung out, who gave us so much love here tonight.
Yes, for sure.
For super chats and super stickers and everything else. We appreciate it so much. If you have any questions about any of the whiskeys that we tried here tonight or about anything else, reach out to us at thebourbonvan@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Join us if you're a Patreon next week, Thursday, for our next live stream. 2 Sundays from now, I will be doing I think that's when it is, brunch, the zero alcohol whiskey brunch. If anybody is interested in that and wants to talk about the races that we're going to be running this coming year. I don't know if you're going to join me for that.
Well, I guess I got to figure out if I want to run a race this year.
There you go. That's the spirit. We'll be trying to pick out our A races for the year. And thank you so much again, everybody. You guys are fantastic. We love this community and have a great night. Thanks again for joining us. And from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Thanks. Delicious.